Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today for the Fitchburg Police Department, we've got our Lieutenant Ned Hartwick. Ned, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Smile a little bit. Give the folks a little smile. Come on. There it is. All right, we got a lot to get to here, Ned. We'll start with alternate side parking. It's still going on. Things might be warming up, but this still continues to happen. What would you like to remind folks about?
We have a couple more weeks of alternate side parking, and with a couple of recent snow events, just wanted to remind everybody to follow those alternate side parking instructions. You can find those on our website, the city's website, Facebook page. It just helps our public works crews when they're clearing stuff up, especially after the ice that we had the other night. So we'd appreciate your assistance, and know that shortly after alternate side parking ends, we hopefully have spring weather that comes. So
All of your officers are hoping that that's going to happen. So maybe all of us are on that front. We had some exciting news. In fact, about a week ago, that we have a new lieutenant joining the team, and it was internal candidate. Tell us about Lisa.
So Lisa Heitman was promoted to lieutenant. So she will be moving into the patrol, the operations division of the department, and supervising in my previous role. I'm moving now into the operations. The support division. Lisa is in the operations division, so I'll be in the support division, supervising detectives and all the other services that we offer. So it's exciting to have a new member of our command staff, and we'll start working on a couple of exciting projects for this year.
Ned, for people who aren't familiar with the chain of command, for lieutenants, how many lieutenants do we have, and what are some of the things that you do work on when you are in the office?
Sure. So we have a command staff of 4, starting with the chief and deputy chief, and then we have 2 lieutenants. And we basically split up the major function of patrol. So our 35 patrol officers and 8 sergeants are under the patrol division or operations. And then I supervise our 5 detectives, our CSEs, and our dispatchers under the support side, and a couple other services, including the crossing guard. So at our level in the command staff, we're looking longer term, not necessarily at the day-to-day operations, but looking at some more planning. Lisa is excited to work on some of our community outreach events that we're hoping to really get back into the full swing this year. And I supervise our investigations and our dispatch center, which I think a lot of people don't necessarily know how lucky we are to have our own dispatch center that you can call and speak to a city of Fitchburg employee anytime. So you'll be able to read much more about and see our command chart in our annual report that should be coming out here very soon, next week. And you can see how that's all broken down there.
I always try to wave to the dispatchers when I come off the elevator, whether they like it or not. But yeah, it is cool that they're there and helping out. Thanks for the breakdown, and congratulations, Elisa, on that. If you want to watch that ceremony that took place last week, that happened on Friday, it is up on the city's website, or up on our Facebook page, and on Ned's Facebook page as well. No, the Fitchburg Police Department's page. He takes care of it, though. You do a good job with that. Just saying, buddy. Next one, Read Your Heart Out events are going on behind the scenes. You might not hear about it, but it's a great way to get out and talk to our youth and read a book.
Yeah, so Read Your Heart Out is an event that happens in February during African American History Month. And officers Jeremy Saffold and Marlon Hanna have been working with our elementary schools in Fitchburg, Forest Edge, and Stoner Prairie. And last week, I believe, they were there virtually reading books to the classes there. And today they're actually over at Forest Edge Elementary in person, reading with the students there. So again, another opportunity that we're back in the community after a bit of a unwelcome hiatus from community outreach events. So it's great to see.
Yeah, I want Coffee with a Cop to come back. I missed going out to those events. So hopefully one of those are in the works as well, because it's just great for you guys to get out there and talk to everybody as well. Speaking of getting out there and talking to people, Town of Madison, the attachment is coming here October 31st. From the police department side of things, what are some of the things you're getting prepared for as we get closer to the date?
We have a whole host of considerations to keep in mind. So we're adding obviously some geography and a good chunk of population. So we're going to have to talk about how we're going to cover that added geography. If you think of how wide of a territory we have to cover going west of Rona Road now to Rimrock and a good chunk of land there. But more importantly, it's connecting with the residents there, the business owners, and really starting, even though we have several months yet, starting to build those relationships now. So we're going to be forming an internal work group to talk about our strategy and really get that going. We're looking at call for service data and learning more about what's been going on there recently. We are in regular communication with the other law enforcement agencies, including the Sheriff's Office in the city of Madison, and of course the town of Madison, to stay abreast of any happenings there. And then there are some behind the scenes things that we have to work on as far as reports and other logistics that go on at the departments.
Yeah, and we'll keep updating folks on to get to know everybody as part of Fitchburg in town coming together here. So you'll be hearing more about that here real soon. Finally, there's been so many movement internally with positions, and one that's I'm very excited about is you're having a social worker join in with the department, and Sarah is coming in from the Fitchburg Senior Center, is moving over to a role with working in the police department. Tell us about this and why it's so important for our community.
Yeah, we are incredibly lucky to have the support for this pilot position that is going to be a social worker position shared between the senior center and the police department. I think a very innovative idea coming from Jill at the senior center to really get some assistance to our community in a much broader way. And we are out in the community and aware of the various issues that folks are dealing with. And this will be an opportunity to capitalize on Sarah's experience from the senior center and being connected with a lot of the social services that are out there. So this is not a mental health social worker. There's been a lot of talk in the public safety circles about mental health and getting mental health providers out there. Sarah is going to be a generalist and a very good one in the sense of connecting folks, whether they're young, old, in between, whatever their issues are, so that she can work with them, so that we can focus on what we need to do in addressing crime and other issues. But it's a great approach for the city to take, in the sense that we're looking at the wellness of everyone in the community and really trying to address problems holistically rather than just one tool or another. And so, sorry, Jeremy, I was just going to say, we're hoping to get her started. She's going to be transitioning in here in the next couple weeks, and she'll be splitting her time between the two departments.
Yeah, I'm just so excited for this. I think it's like you said, it's a great thing. Police has changed in a number of ways throughout the years, and this pilot program, I think, is a great start to already the great resources that we have at the police department. So we're excited to share the happenings on that front as well. Ned, if people want to stay up to date on what's going on at the police department and everything else in between, where can they find more information?
Oh, we'd love to have you find us on Facebook or on Twitter. You can always stay tuned to Talking Fitchburg for our monthly updates. We appreciate your work and helping us out with projects often at the last minute. So we love to get out there. And if you have a community event or a meeting or something that you would like a presentation on, curious about what happened, statistics from last year as we put out our annual report, please reach out to us, and we'd love to work with you.
All right, Ned, thank you so much for your time. Stay safe out there, and we'll check back in with the police department next month.
Thanks, Jeremy.
You bet. Can check out the website, fitchburgwi.gov, and check out the public safety page, and you can find the police department, fire department. We got all of that there for you at your fingertips. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.